cuando amas lo que haces, cuando disfrutas lo que haces, creo que la palabra sacrificio sí cuesta un poquito explicarla, porque para mí cuando tú amas lo que haces, pues no es sacrificio, no quiere decir que sea fácil, pues se vuelve, vamos a ponerle que menos difícil, ¿no? ¿Por qué? Porque disfruto mucho lo que hago. Hola.
Can I have the questions?
Ha habido grandes peleas entre mexicanos y puertorriqueños, un muchacho joven, fuerte, y creo que es una pelea atractiva para la gente, por eso es que decidí hacer esta pelea y creo que es una pelea interesante.
You think I'm scared of you? La chinga de tu vida te voy a dar. Gracias. Gracias.
No, mi legado ya está y obviamente estamos en un deporte donde se gana y se pierde, pero como te digo, como lo acabas de decir, ¿no? Siempre nos preparamos para ganar y eso ya está escrito, ¿no? El sábado levantaremos la mano y mi legado no cambia, he hecho muchísimo en el boxeo, he hecho muchas cosas y mi legado ya está ahí.
Les pieds loin d'avant, les pieds loin d'avant sur la machine.
As Canelo Alvarez supports his country during the 2026 FIFA World Cup, many boxing fans may not realize that he is preparing for a return to the ring this September. The former undisputed super middleweight champion stepped away from competition following his loss to Terence Crawford last year. After missing his traditional Cinco de Mayo weekend appearance, Canelo is now expected to return in September against Christian Mbili in a fight for the WBC super middleweight title. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, is set to host the event, marking a rare occasion where Canelo will compete far from his usual Mexican fan base as he attempts to reclaim championship gold. The two fighters recently crossed paths in Egypt, providing the first public meeting between them ahead of the anticipated showdown.
Hey guys, please be careful because this is company very dangerous. Okay? Left, right, please. Yes.
Speaking of Egypt, the first press conference for Canelo Alvarez versus Christian Mbili was held near the Great Pyramids of Giza, providing a memorable backdrop for the announcement of Canelo's return. At 35 years old, some believe the Mexican star has already achieved everything the sport can offer, but Canelo remains convinced he still has more to accomplish inside the ring. That confidence was evident throughout the press conference as he discussed his comeback following the loss to Terence Crawford. Mbili also showed plenty of confidence, exchanging words with Canelo and making it clear that he has no plans to surrender his position without a fight. From the opening moments of the event, Mbili emphasized that he intends to present a serious challenge for the former undisputed champion.
And now let's speak to the fighters. First up, the champ is here, Christian Mbili, everybody. Since September, you burst onto the scene, a fight of the year against Lester Martinez. You've been elevated to the WBC super middleweight champion of the world, and now you're fighting the face of boxing. What have the last 8 months been like for you?
The last 6 months for me was amazing. I have fight like in a big show. My last fight was in Vegas. I become a world champion. My goal was to be a world champion, and we had a fight with Canelo. I think the six last month was incredible.
Tell us why you believe not only that you belong in the ring with Canelo, but that you can beat Canelo.
I think I have a good style to beat Canelo because I am amazing. I'm amazing fighter. I have good power, good speed. I have all ability to beat Canelo and win this fight.
Good luck to you. Speak more to you.
Mbili believes he has the skills needed to defeat Canelo in this world title clash. It is the biggest opportunity of his career and a major test for the undefeated Cameroonian contender. Facing Canelo is a completely different challenge, given the Mexican star's years of experience against elite competition and his long reign among boxing's top fighters. While Canelo enters the matchup with a wealth of knowledge and accomplishments, questions remain about how he will perform following shoulder surgery and after spending time away from the ring. At 35 years old, he faces a hungry and ambitious opponent viewed by many as one of the division's rising stars. Despite those concerns, Canelo dismissed any doubts about his condition and made it clear that he accepted the fight.
And now, of course, the face of boxing, Canelo Alvarez, everybody. Canelo, some uncharted territory for you, coming off a loss, elbow surgery, and now you're the challenger. How confident are you that you can still be on top again?
I'm so confident. I always confident because I know where I am, how I train, how I feel, and how good I am. So I'm very confident.
We asked Sergio Mora questions he had about you, and he said he just wanted to know how bad you still want it. Do you still want it the way you did when you were younger, fighting for every fight to become champion?
Yes, I still want it. I feel like I have 15 years old.
Yeah. So what do you think about your opponent, Christian Mbili? Why did you choose him? You could have fought anybody you wanted to.
No, he's a champion. He's a champion, and he's a danger fighter. He throw a lot of punches. He's strong, and I like that kind of fight.
Mbili exuded confidence throughout the press conference, carrying himself as though he were preparing to face any other opponent. The Cameroonian champion made it clear that he believes he belongs at the top level and is fully capable of defeating Canelo. He acknowledged that Canelo delivered a respectable performance against Terence Crawford, but added that he was also impressed by Crawford's execution in that fight. Mbili revealed that he studied the bout carefully and believes he identified certain patterns and weaknesses that could be useful in their upcoming matchup.
Really, Canelo in his 68th pro fight, when he makes the walk for your fight, he'll be 36 years old. How much of a factor do you think that will play in this matchup?
Well, I don't care about the age. The factor is my ability to box and his ability. And I think it's the perfect timing for me.
So what will your strategy be in this fight?
I will not change anything, I will keep my style, throw punch, put pressure, and we're going to see if he can deal with this,
What did you think about Canelo's performance against Terence Crawford?
It was a good fight. I'm not a big fan of running boxer, but it was a good performance for Crawford. That's it.
Did you see anything in that fight from Canelo that maybe you can expose? Any weaknesses?
Yes, yeah.
Such as?
I will not give any detail, but you're gonna see in September.
All right, and
Up to that point, the press conference had remained fairly respectful, with both fighters discussing each other's recent performances. The atmosphere changed when Mbili suggested that age would eventually catch up to Canelo and that he would regret stepping into the ring on September 12th. Canelo responded with confidence, insisting that age would not be the deciding factor and stating that Mbili would be surprised by what he sees on fight night. Reflecting on Mbili's performance against Lester Martinez, Canelo praised it as an entertaining and action-packed contest. He added that styles make fights and noted that both men were willing to exchange punches, suggesting he would welcome a similarly competitive battle when they meet in the ring.
all right, and Canelo asked you, he was in a fight of the year against Lester Martinez. What did you think about that fight and his performance?
I think they made a good fight. The style makes the fights, and they have perfect style to do that kind of fight. And I think they throw a lot of punches, and they receive a lot of punches too. So that was a good fight.
If he comes to you right in front of you and just wants to slug it out and make this mano a mano fight, is that something you would welcome?
Yeah, why not?
He seems to be tailor-made for you. You heard Richard Schaefer say that styles make fights. You've gone 8 fights in a row without a KO. Is a 9th straight decision fine with you, or are you determined to get back on a knockout streak?
No, I just train, and I do my best in the gym, and I go into the fight to try to knock out my opponent. But at the same time, I'm ready for everything.
And Mbili says he views this as a 50-50 fight. What percentage chance do you give him to beat you in this fight?
0.
Why do you say 0? Nothing he does impresses you?
No, he's a good fighter. But my mind is 0%.
And you said yesterday something that in 10 years, 20 years, he could never beat you. What makes you so confident about that?
No, like he say, it's the perfect time because I'm old and this and that. I say to him, if I have 50 years old, you can still not beat me. So, and this life, he cannot beat me.
He's gonna be surprised in September.
You feel like that's
No,
just
you're gonna be surprised.
Be ready. You're gonna be surprised. In September, Gilles, en septembre, il va regretter d'être sur le ring. En septembre, il va regretter d'être sur le ring.
In September, you will regret.
What?
Said that on September 12th, you will regret to be on that ring.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
In September, you're gonna regret to be in the ring.
No. But you will see different things.
You will
buddy.
see.
Hey, you will see different things. I'm not your opponent. You come to France and all this and made
I'm
it
not-
for you.
I'm
Come
not,
on, bro.
I'm not Berlanga. I'm not. Comment il s'appelle? Munguia. You're gonna.
No,
see
and
French.
you don't go locking. This and this
I
and
know.
this and this.
But you don't have the same age now.
We will see.
Not some performance that go
Like I say, if I'm 50 years old right now, you cannot beat me.
You're gonna see.
Okay?
In September, be ready.
We'll see.
Canelo appears determined to make a successful return. But what are the experts saying? Boxing legend Tim Bradley believes Christian Mbili is a dangerous opponent. Yet he expects Canelo Alvarez to control much of the fight with his trademark timing, counterpunching, and precise combinations. Bradley feels the matchup could allow Canelo to remind fans why he has remained one of boxing's elite fighters for so many years. At the same time, Bradley has been critical of Canelo's failure to secure a fight with David Benavidez, arguing that it remains one of the most desired matchups in the sport.
I saw the little, Mbili, Mbili fight that he's gonna be fighting. He gonna piece Mbili ass up. Ooh, he gonna piece him up. I like Mbili, tough guy, come bring the pain. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. But Canelo gonna catch and shoot his ass on his ass all night long. Uppercuts, hooks. Oh, it's gonna be bad. Oh, it's gonna be bad. And Canelo gonna look like, he gonna look like He-Man again.
Like
So,
he's back. Like he's back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He gonna look like he's back.
So Benavidez, to your point, and great segue with Canelo, Tim. I mean, you must be in the media, but Benavidez said nobody cares about that fight. That Canelo should be fighting him. Is he right about that?
Yeah, hell yeah. Canelo should have been that fault.
Yeah.
Benavidez. He should have been fought Benavidez, man. I don't understand. I really don't Well, I do understand it. Canelo can't swallow that pride, man, and he can't. So some guys out there, and it kind of reminds me of Tank, right? They won't be able to deal with themselves if they lose to this certain guy, right? And it always has to be with the same damn race. It's like, come on, like, don't you want to pass the torch, right? So it's like, Canelo, Benavidez is probably the next guy up, but you the old vet, don't you want to pass it? It's just like when De La Hoya fought against Chavez, and Chavez Senior passed the torch to De La Hoya.
Yeah.
Like here, I'm that guy, but you know what? Let's go. I'm older now. You know what? You beat me. You the next one on the throne. And that's respect, and that's the reason why I think a lot of people have a hard time with Canelo is because he doesn't have those codes. He doesn't live by that. It's a different generation. It's a different day and age. So he's just he's like, I'm gonna do what I.
Analyst Showbiz the Adult shared a similar view, stating that he does not consider Christian Mbili a top-tier challenge for Canelo Alvarez. He argued that Mbili is a solid fighter, but questioned certain areas of his overall game, including his movement, versatility, and ability to adapt at the highest level. According to Showbiz, those limitations could make him a favorable opponent for Canelo, who enters the matchup with significantly more experience against elite competition.
Is a C fighter at best. And I heard Timothy Bradley saying that Canelo Alvarez should stay away from him. Canelo Alvarez, this is the perfect guy for him. He's an all-action fight. Straightforward, no special effects. Canelo loved those fights. You see the Ryder fights, the Jaime Munguia fights, Triple G3, Berlanga. Okay, this is the type of matchmaking Canelo Alvarez wants. And Mbili is one-dimensional, too much fat on his punches. Yes, he's very physical, but that's about it. He doesn't set up his punches well. His footwork is ordinary. His stamina is questionable. And his biggest attribute may just be smoke and mirrors. He's not swatting as big or as hard as people say.
While some analysts view this as a favorable matchup for Canelo, the Benavidez camp has expressed a very different opinion. Jose Benavidez Sr., father of David Benavidez, criticized Canelo's decision to take the fight in Saudi Arabia during Mexican Independence Day weekend, a period traditionally associated with major boxing events involving Mexican stars. Although he acknowledged that Canelo could win the fight, he argued that the Mexican icon no longer holds the same position in the sport that he once did. Benavidez Sr. claimed that David Benavidez has emerged as the division's leading figure and suggested that Canelo has shown signs of decline in recent years.
But since how the date is opening up, would you like to, cement September and May for you guys?
Taking over. May and September, we're taking over.
Jose, do you think that was strategic of them to try to, wait for this weekend, right? First he announced that he's coming to the fight, then he announced, his next fight, kind of seeming to ride the coattails a little bit of David?
I think he's chasing cloud, to be honest, to promote his fight and do more appearances. We know where Canelo's going. He was pound per pound. He's not even ranking the rankings right now, so I think we're all going to go through that stage, and I think his era is done, Reflexes, speed, power, legs are not there. So we see a Canelo declining little by little. And now he's trying to get some clout to promote his fight.
With his skills diminishing, like in your opinion, how does the Mbili fight play out? Because Mbili's a tough guy, right?
To be honest, it could be another loss for him. Like I said, Mbili's a little bit fresher. But, I don't think he's an elite fighter. At the end of the day, they're trying to put fighters that he can beat. Not guaranteed, but fighters that Nobody wants to see that fight. It's not an exciting fight. He doesn't bring any more excitement to the fight. He hasn't brought any excitement to the fights. So Cinco de Mayo is open for a great opportunity for the Mexican monster. We are gonna look spectacular. We can't just win a fight. We gotta look spectacular in order to show the people that we belong here. And we're taking over September also.
Former boxing pro Sergio Mora, meanwhile, issued a warning to Canelo Alvarez about facing Christian Mbili. Mora believes Mbili presents a very difficult challenge because of his physical strength, aggressive style, and constant pressure. He described Mbili as a fighter who likes to stay close, switch approaches when needed, and force opponents into uncomfortable exchanges. Mora also pointed out that Canelo is now a veteran with a long professional career and many tough fights behind him. According to Mora, Canelo prefers to control the action rather than get involved in exhausting battles, which could make this a demanding and physical contest.
Who's next for Canelo? I said, look, man, between Lester Martinez and Mbili, I'd much rather him fight Lester Martinez. Both of them are similar in stature, but Lester Martinez is more of a boxer where he can give you chances of him pulling back and you can crack him. And Mbili stays in your chest. He's a fucking tank. He stays in your chest. He squares up. He fights from the southpaw stance, left-handed stance. Hard to look good against guys like that, and a natural, bigger fighter. That's going to be a tougher fight for Canelo. And at this stage of Canelo's career, he doesn't like physical fights. He likes to impose his aura. He likes to impose his reputation. Guys to be intimidated. It ain't going to be Christian Mbili. Mbili has power, aggression, and he's ready for this moment, ready for the payday. It's going to be a tough fight for Canelo. Mark my words, man. Tough fight for Canelo.
And it's something else. Just it speaks to who Canelo still is, though. When you talk about a guy like Canelo Alvarez coming back against a guy like Mbili, I mean, just lost by the skin of his teeth the last time out versus Martinez.
It was a draw.
It was a draw, exactly. But what do you think has to happen? And it's weird because it feels like he lost. But because I guess where Lester went on to achieve glory. But what do you think that Canelo has to do to look good versus Mbili? What do you think he should be working on right now to come back strong?
Look, man, the only way to make it an easy night against a style like Mbili is boxing. Canelo's not a boxer. Canelo's not going to be moving. Canelo's a flat-footed fighter. He's an older flat-footed fighter with 75 damn professional fights. He's been fighting professionally since he was 15. He's war-torn. The last thing you want is to be war-torn, to have physical ailments, and be in there in a physical fight with an undefeated puncher that's hungry for this moment. You got to give it to Canelo for stepping up. They must have paid him a huge amount of money, that Saudi money, to step in with Mbili. It's a dangerous fight for him, man.
Who do you have winning the fight in September? Drop your prediction in the comments below. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss any upcoming content. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.